Potato Bardo, and for this week's episode on KCHO TV, we're going to be setting muskrat traps with JR Flowers. We're at Glengarry Golf Links, and there is 3 ponds that we had set, and we'll get them. Now tell us about some of the muskrats and what they can do to these ponds.
Muskrats can do some major damage to ponds, especially some of these golf course ponds. You can see they're tearing up the vegetation. They'll come up, they'll eat the grass on the fairways. They'll do some major damage. Vegetation that's in the ponds, things like that. One of the biggest things is how they put their dens in the sides of these ponds. They dig into the banks, and that's where they put their houses. And what happens is they can cause leaks in ponds. They'll drain a pond out, and the banks cave in. You can lose some property. Some of these banks caving in here, which is the case here at this golf course specifically. They're doing some major damage, and we're just trying to help the landowner out, help the golf course out. And we'll go through that process of showing you how the traps are set and everything like that. And muskrats are a fur bearer. There is a season for them. There's laws and regulations, and you got to follow them. And we'll show you how everything goes.
All right, guys. JR is a game commission officer for the state of Pennsylvania, which is what we're in, naturally. So he knows what's going on, and we should have a lot of success over here. Stay tuned.
Alright, you can see the 110s. When I set them, what happens is these muskrats will come through the hole and they'll swim, hit these triggers, and that's what goes off. So that's how that works. Now I'll show you how I stake these in the water. I don't get fancy. I don't have the stabilizers or anything like that. All I do is I'll put these down in front of the hole. I always like to fold that up. It's just something I do. I'm never supposed to do it, but it's something that I do. And let's say we're sitting in front of a hole. I go in between. A lot of people like to go through this. I don't, because that doesn't really stabilize your trap much. So I go in between the springs here. And when that goes off, it won't bother me. And I cross it so that it's in between these two. Your jaws, I guess it would be. And I just make sure that that's in there. And I'll bring my other one over. And I'll go through the jaws on that side. Then it's crossed. You still want to make sure that your dog can flip up and that trap can go off when they swim through. But they can't knock that out of the way when it's in there and it's staked down good. So that's how I do it. You got to try things that work for you. Here we got a hole. It looks like they're using it pretty good. So we're just going to set it out here at golf course. You can tell which holes they're going to use more. A little murky. Bottom's a little bit harder. They've been coming in and out of there a good bit. These traps here are just corner bears, 110s, usually used for muskrats, mink, things like that, smaller animals. These here are pretty simple, set up like this. It's easy for kids. Set right in front of the holes. That's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. If the traps don't fit in there right, you can go ahead and move the mud around too. Just went through another hole over there. Here, this is one of the biggest signs that we know muskrats are out here, other than the golfers seeing them. That's a muskrat hut there. Build them up, and they goes up inside. That way they stay dry. Put food in there and grow up as kids. So pretty much just kept to these bank holes and runs where they're coming up out of the water. So. Here, another sign you can look for whenever they put these holes into these den holes. So sometimes they'll cave in and then it opens up into their den. They don't want that, so then they'll come up and you can see where they're patching their holes, just collecting grass. And they'll grab it, and they walk up the bank, and they patch their holes. And you can see that's definitely what they did here. You pull this back, you can see right down into the hole. Not the whole way, but you can see in there, and they don't want that. That way, it blocks air and water, rain, stuff like that coming in. So we'll set this trap here. Should have a muskrat here tomorrow for sure. Here you can see we have a muskrat slide. They're actually coming up. They're using this like a trail. They're coming up, and they slide back down into the water. But you can see where they're eating all the grass, and that's what they eat. That's why it's all bare through here. So you know they're using. There's a few of these through this pond. So you know they're coming up and they're just going to destroy this grass. You can set the runs. A good way to do it is, you know, put a foothold. You can use number 11s, double long springs, things like that at the bottom of the slide. I don't like to do it. Their feet are small and you might catch them somewhere else, and it's just uncomfortable for the animal. I don't do it that way, but you can.